Oh, well, thematic for this. And of course, a cough has to come up. Anyway, hello everyone. Another Weekend at Loka's spooky edition. As you can see in the background, as we have two ghosts and one bat and one dog, and of course the background is all spooky. There's mists, there's the full moon in the background, and joining me today is Prentice1215.
Happy spooky times and happy birthday, Modern Warfare!
Yes, because there's two things. One is that Verdansk's haunted, so lock and load, basically. Exactly, and today happens to be the first anniversary of when Call of Duty Modern Warfare started to get installed on my console.
Yeah, that's the thing. It came out today, but no one actually got to play it until the 26th because of the stupid day one patches and all the installs. It's like, boy, we were so naive. We were happy, we were excited for the game, but we had no idea what was coming. 200 gigs of hard drive space later.
So yeah, this will be a good opportunity to, well, kind of, I suppose, experience and talk about spooky Verdansk and maybe spooky Modern Warfare as well. And of course we can talk about how far this game has come, although some might argue that it hasn't come that far, but we'll get there. Although I don't think there's anything new in that regard compared to a lot of the things and community controversies we've talked about in previous streams. So yeah, Verdansk is we finally have a Verdansk map. Verdansk night map, I should have said.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you mean we finally have a Verdansk map? We've had a Verdansk map since day one, essentially. We just split into bits for the Spec Ops mode.
Yeah, and this is pretty cool. I remember seeing a lot of people wanting this earlier, especially since the game, at least initially, had an emphasis on night maps, although mostly relegated to the realism mode, which, well, because I don't think there's that many people playing it these days because it's not super supported. But on the bright side, they've thrown them in sort of Halloween rotation for Modern Warfare. Of course, night version of Verdansk, that's all nice and all, but that's not all. As I said, it's haunted with ghosts and, most importantly, zombies, which is fun.
Lots of spooky, scary skeletons running around.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take something back from last time we streamed and we played the what's it called, Ground War Reinfected, and I said that oh, this mode is basically the Modern Warfare mode of, or rather the Days Gone mode. I'm gonna take it back and say this is the Days Gone mode.
Yeah.
Because it can get hectic. I've seen some clips. I've seen it with my own eyes. It can get hectic at the end.
I've played, I think, 2 matches of it. Yeah, which isn't much really, but yeah, it has a tendency to get crazy.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location.
Yeah, I think I played like 2 or 3,
dear.
maybe 4 matches myself. What's happened?
I am being hunted by a guy. He is oblivious. Going in for the... No, I'm dead.
You need to keep One person on your team alive.
Well
I
done.
ran into a house and there were no weapons whatsoever.
Oh, that's bad. Meanwhile,
Your teammate is a zombie.
I got weapons. Got LMG and submachine gun. Wait. Oh, I see two of them. Why am I taking pot shots? I'm not gonna hit. Oh my gosh, I have a kawaii weapon.
You're the last one on your team. Finish the job.
Oh boy, this is going well.
So, like I said, I've only played like 2 matches of this, so I haven't really figured out the intricacies of this mode. But whenever I have played it,
Enemy soldier incoming.
the zombies are super OP, and it takes like an entire mag to take one down. But then I rush at a guy just now, and he takes me down with about 5 shots. So I don't get it. Do zombies get tougher as the longer the match goes on, or does it? I guess it depends on the gun.
I would assume it's down to the guns. I personally, I don't think I've been killed by a zombie yet, because they've been. Well, actually, I got downed once, but they were all mowed down by either me or the rest of the team.
Gas is closing in.
Ooh. And you can jump super high. Ooh, oh no,
Yeah,
no, I
there's
didn't.
one right there.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh! I didn't mean
That
to
worked.
do that either, but ooh, he's. Oh boy.
Are you as a zombie affected by your gas grenade?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Yeah,
But,
because that wouldn't make much sense. Oh, he's climbing the ladder. He's up. They're both on the ladder.
Oh boy. Ah. Well, that didn't go well at all. Let's see. Well, let's load back in and hopefully do better.
Try again.
Yeah. I have to say though, I'm rather impressed with this Halloween event.
It's way more extensive than I kind of thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I suppose it. I suppose the problem I have it, or rather, I don't have a problem with it right now per se, but I'm gonna have a problem once the Halloween event is over and people are still gonna run around as Jigsaw and Leatherface.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a little.
Yeah. That's the same problem I have with Rainbow Six Siege. You know, the super tactical game, and then here comes Kitty Cat Smoke around the corner in full pink garb. You know, on a regular map. That's one of those. I mean, that's one of those. I maybe let you keep charms of the operators decked out in those, you know, pink cat suits or whatever from the Rainbow is Magic special event April Fool's thing from last year. Charms on the guns, I would totally see to make sense to be kind of the, you know, the collectible thing, but yeah, having these super crazy, the robots really are. I mean, honestly, the pink operators I think are actually just really funny. So it's kind of immersion breaking, but I don't care that much. It's really the robots from that most recent special event that really kind of irked me. It's like, okay, well, here's Robo Mira running around with her black mirror. That I don't really particularly care for, because at least when the operators are wearing bright pink suits, you know, they're still their regular selves.
Yeah.
But then the robots, I mean, it's totally. I mean, you know, they're not even human anymore. So so what is this game? Has this game now? Well, I mean, I was about to say, what has the game gone into sci-fi? But well, hold on. One of the operators uses nanobots to spike her blood pressure. and her team's blood pressure, and then you know there's these drones that can you know, activate sonic pulses and stuff. So it's like, yeah, maybe there's more sci-fi in this game than I would like to admit.
Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Yeah,
This server's all kind of laggy.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Let's hope it doesn't die on itself. Because yeah, another example would be the Halloween event for COD World War II. Because afterwards, and I think I've said this on another occasion, but the last stream I did for that game earlier this spring.
Alright, soldier, mark a drop point for your team.
Wait, this looks weird.
If you die. A member of your team has to be human for extraction.
Yeah, the
Huh.
the map is truncated in this mode a little bit. It's smaller
Interesting.
than usual. So you have a smaller area of operation.
I hadn't noticed that, actually. Yeah, as I was saying, the last stream I did for COD World War II back sometime in last spring, you know, it's also supposed to be this immersive World War II game, and then I swear most of the people running around were dressed out as skeletons, like skeleton costumes and other types of Halloween events, and it just irked me the wrong way. So that's gonna be a problem for a later date, but for now, I guess having Saw and Leatherface and whoever Dr. Karlov is, it's fine.
That's like a reference to an old movie from the 30s.
Yeah.
Which I question why it's in this game. It's like, yeah, because people that the target demographic for this game are really up and up on their film history from 1930 whatever.
Yeah. So that's a very good question indeed. But as I say, I do think this is a very impressive Halloween event, all things considered, with all the the night map for Verdansk, and really having night maps in a in the multiplayer rotation, and the zombies, and one of my personal favorites is that they've updated the infected model in the infected mode to be like the zombies in this mode, as opposed to just Krugers.
Yeah.
Which, again, something that I remember COD World War II doing when they introduced infected, and being, oh, that's actually super impressive. The zombies actually have the zombie models.
Yeah.
Maybe Black Ops 4 did that as well. I don't remember.
Targets over here. Oh, and some zombies.
Oh no. Let's see if we can... I don't know if it's good to let the zombies fight others or not. Because it's...
Well, taking out zombies whittles down the teams.
Oh! We're getting shot at from...
Yeah.
somewhere.
It was behind us. I marked one. There's two teams over there. They started shooting at us, and that alerted the other people that are down there.
No, two jumped down there.
Gas is moving.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm taking
pot
fire
shots.
from that restaurant.
Let's see if maybe I can... Oh, there's a car, there's a car.
Enemy vehicle.
Uh-huh.
It's coming back around.
They got out. They're running into the restaurant.
And that's a zombie jumping. Although I think we're safe from that one. Oh, they're running into that building.
Right here.
At least two of them.
Oh, this class is totally busted out. I just never realized that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's one.
I broke his armor.
Let's refill my armor. Ooh, I think I saw it. I think he had a shield.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see him. He's
down.
Ow, where's that coming from? Oh, there's one like right underneath me.
Yeah, I see him. He's coming up. No, he's coming out. He's down. He's dead.
Nice.
Oh, there's another one in the building. I'm dead.
Consume the remains of the dead to regain your humanity.
See, I'm gonna see if I can snag my own remains. Although I don't know what that makes me if I'm taking flesh from my own body. Well, there's. I'm coming up behind you, just so you know.
Yep,
So
I
don't
can
be-
see you on the map. So.
Oh, good. Let's see, are there any left in this? Oh yeah, there's one left in the building upstairs.
No, they're using that kawaii gun.
Oh, so that just adds insult to injury.
And it had a night vision scope on it, so they could basically, so they were able to basically zero in straight on our heads without much trouble.
Wait, are you dead or still alive?
I'm zombie. I'm zombie.
Oh, weird, because I can't spectate you.
Oh, that's weird. What are you spectating?
Some random squad.
Huh? That's weird.
Yeah, that are in
Well,
the building
maybe-
that we were in. And two of them are zombies.
Right here. Let me see if I can bring myself back to life, and then try to get enough cash to buy you back in.
Oh, accidentally turned down the volume. Something else I really like about this Halloween event, although I think they've turned it off for now, is that
50 is still active. Continue the mission.
everyone will. Oh,
Part of that time, but we'll settle the score.
now it. Oh, now it switch back and forth.
Yeah, I think something was weird, going weird with that server, because it wouldn't identify, because usually when you're a zombie, it highlights the humans left, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The person I was chasing not highlighted at all, so there was something going screwy with that server, to where it wouldn't let you spectate me, and then it didn't even highlight the humans for me. So
That's super weird. Anyway, as I was saying, one other favorite thing from this event is that when people are on a kill streak, they get a pumpkin on their head, which I find hilarious.
Oh, is that when the pumpkin shows up? Okay, I could not figure out a correlation for the pumpkin heads. I couldn't realize when the pumpkin heads would show up. Looking at it, I thought it was characters who wore masks, so like ghosts and it's like, honestly, I know very few of the operator names. The only reason I remember Igor's name is because of that awful skin he has where he's not wearing a shirt. That's the only reason I remember his. But
yes.
Or well, hold on. I remember the Nikto guy because that's the name of a Star Wars alien species. So which is odd. But he wears a mask. Nikto wears a mask. So basically, I thought it was any operator that wore masks. Their masks were replaced with a big pumpkin. But I guess I was wrong with that.
Yeah, I think they've turned it off temporarily because of some issue.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Ooh, a special event having an issue? Who would have thought?
They do still have the pumpkins on for all the juggernauts, which makes them. Oh, I should not quick scope. And I haven't checked in with too many other Halloween events this year for all the games, but I think I'm gonna go out and say that this game has the best Halloween event from what I've seen.
Well,
maybe.
Does Siege have one this year? I have not seen.
It's gonna have one. They actually earlier, a few hours ago, posted like a little teaser thing on Twitter, and I've seen some leaks from it.
Late.
Yeah, it's probably gonna go live next Tuesday probably, and I've seen some leaks from it, and I don't know.
Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in.
I can use that.
The dead will become zombies.
So it's.
Be the last human team standing to win.
I don't know if it counts as spoilers or something, but let's say it's still Halloween themed. It's just not spooky Halloween themed, unless you consider.
Oh my gosh! That's
let's not go there.
Here, let's go to the fire station.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
There will be stuff at the fire station.
That's a certified Warzone moment.
Yep. When the map is smaller,
Yeah.
you've got more people going for the same places.
Eliminate all targets
Ooh,
in the AO.
here we go, a Pila.
Caution. Zombies are immune to the gas.
Of course, I'm not going to have any luck with that thing. So this is something that kind of annoys me. Is sometimes in this game, people I'll be playing and then people will just blow me up with a guy with a shotgun.
One person on your team alive. Your teammate is a zombie.
You were saying?
And that's actually one of those things where I will try something that people do that I think like using one of those shotguns
Still help your team
or
down the enemy.
like using one of those shotguns or or blasting me point blank with an RPG or something.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That does not work for me, but it works for everyone else. And
Yeah,
why is that? I don't understand it.
I can relate.
Such as this. Okay, I got one.
Nice.
Nope. I want that shotgun. Okay, and that was the guy that killed us. Nice. Oh.
Ooh, there's a syringe in there. I'm gonna steal it. Oh no! Come on. Ah, no. He knew where I was. Oh, that looked a little obvious on the kill cam too. That makes sense.
There we go, LMG. Are you spectating me this time?
Yep. Now it seems to be working.
Don't know about that last server.
Yeah, that was
No,
a
there were
weird
guys
server.
over there. Oh, that's a zombie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hostile.
There's a guy. There's a guy.
Right here.
You're a guy. There a guy. Everywhere a guy.
Target right here. Hostile.
Oh man, there's like multiple squads converging over there.
Oh no.
Scratch that.
This is definitely. I'm just gonna sit back and watch what happens,
Target right here.
and then try to mop up in the aftermath.
Yeah, that's...
Oh yeah, so now there's 2 zombies over there.
Target right here.
Oh, enemy UAV. That's nice. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? There we go. Thermal sights.
Yeah. Oh, it's still not working through the windows.
Yep. Oh yeah, see, like there's multiple.
Yeah.
There's a couple squads over there, and they're all getting chased by zombies. But this area over here looks clear now, so maybe I can go and try to loot stuff that hasn't been. That was a zombie. Oh wait, hold on. I did see a little marker show up there for a moment.
Whoa!
See, and that's another thing. That guy got me in 3 hits. I've whacked people way more than 3 times as a zombie, and they haven't died. So I don't get it.
Alright, yeah, it's odd.
We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
So I downed that guy, but he didn't die because he had his teammates still alive.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But I mean, I've hit other people way more than 3 times before.
Yeah, I can't make any sense of that.
So the whole zombie thing is one of those things where it's like maybe I just don't understand how it works completely, but it seems like one of those things where it just doesn't work for me, but it works for other people.
Mm.
And it's kind of frustrating a little bit.
Yeah, I can relate.
Because like on the topic of the shotguns, the VLK Rogue, I don't understand that thing in the slightest. Because I don't even have it unlocked, but it pops up in the gulag fairly often.
Yeah.
So sorry, I just realized I hit the mute on my mic there.
Ah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I was trying to bump up the volume a little bit, and I realized, oh, hold on, that was the mute button. Sorry. But anyway,
Target practice while you can.
yeah, that it just I don't understand it. There have been multiple times in Warzone where I've been facing off against someone in the gulag, and I have been an equal distance from I've been an equal distance from someone that I'm facing off against, and we we fire at basically the same time. We hit each other in the same areas, and I'm the one that dies, but they are not. And the kill cam shows that we fire it again from the same distance with the same weapon, with ADS, all that. We fire everything about what we're doing is exactly the same, but I'm the one that dies, and they're not. So I kind of have to question: is that a netcode thing? Does the netcode thing? Is their netcode a little better than mine? So it feels like they fired before me. Is that how that's working? I don't get it.
I would assume so.
And they always have a small shred of health left. So I don't quite. I feel like if I died and we fired at each other at the same time from the same distance with the same weapon while both being ADS, then we should both die simultaneously. You'd think, right?
Yeah.
But no. I feel like maybe that's a netcode thing, and it's just kind of this annoying thing that you have to deal with any multiplayer online game.
Probably. I think COD in particular may possibly.
Oh, come on.
Oh, great. We haven't even landed yet.
Nope. Well, that means that the people that are tracking us are probably going to be on the opposite end of the area because they landed first.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Proceed to the marked location and secure the area. Zombies are not affected by the gas.
So the zombie thing may be another factor of that, is where netcode or something, except that's a little more egregious. See, look, here's a V. Okay, Rogue. Let's use this and see if I can manage to kill anything.
Well, this will be an interesting experiment.
The VLK Rogue may also be one of those weapons where the base model is pretty trash, but then when you get it upgraded, then that's when it really becomes viable.
That's
especially with shotguns. That's something that tends to also happen with shotguns.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, found storage loot.
Long range AK, gas grenade, that can help.
Well, we don't have a squad chasing us anymore.
Nah, they must have gotten taken out.
Yeah. Also that moment when you're looting and just as you open one you suddenly remember, oh right, they added jump scares. No, please don't be a jump scare now. I'm not prepared.
I've been pretty lucky so far. I haven't been hit with any. Today, this gaming session, I have been hit with them before, but just not now as we're playing. Okay. So Warzone is already spooky enough as it is, but I just had a there's a fancy
enemy dropping into the AO.
shotgun.
I'm gonna switch out my sniper. I'm not a good sniper anyway.
Oh, there's a zombie nearby.
Gas moving in.
Ooh,
Assault rifle located.
that could be useful maybe. That didn't sound good.
Yeah, that sounded close.
Oh yeah, there's a zombie. I got it.
Nice. Yeah, pick up that self-revive.
Whoa! RPG. Not sure from where though.
Above, it was on the roof.
Oh yeah, he's parachuting down on
He
me.
blew himself up! Here, save the self-revive.
Yeah, I'm holding out.
You're in the rubble. I can't get you. There.
Oh, there we go.
He blew himself up. Moron.
Oh. That's hilarious.
Contract complete.
I
Recon
did the
intel secured.
barest minimum.
I'm gonna put that here on the stairs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh. I think we may have a zombie coming to us.
Uh-oh.
I heard one.
Yeah, I hear it too. So the gas is closing in. We need to get to the other side of this tarmac pretty fast.
Yep. Oh, he's behind you. He's behind you. No, wait, he's going another way. And he's jumping up. And that's another zombie.
We don't have time to deal with this. We need to
Yeah.
get out of here. Out
Oh
the window.
no, another one. Oh no. Another one came from the stairs I was running to.
Both down. Both are down. I have more than enough to buy you back if I need to do.
Still help
I need to do so.
take down the enemy.
Ow. Oh, there's quite a lot of syringes. Let's see if I can. Oh, that was right there. That's one. I just need to find another one. Or potentially see if I can kill someone.
Target right here.
That guy's just floating in.
Set up. Ooh, just a whole squad.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough.
They're too far away. They can't get any good shots on me. They depleted my armor, but that's about it.
Let's see, any stragglers coming in, maybe?
New safe zone located.
No, ooh, we have a zombie coming for you, I think. Wait, he
Where?
jumped. I'm not sure, he jumped.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Oh, he's right at me. And now he's jumping towards you.
I see him.
Enemy
I got him.
to the AR.
Nice. Ooh, syringe. Oh, zombie behind you.
It won't let me buy you back in. No! Ah! Oh, because you got the syringe! Ah!
Your teammate is a zombie.
Well, so there's a whole bunch of money by my body there, Loka. Grab it and try to get us a loadout. I'm gonna either die or take care of these.
Oh, I got all my weapons
Guys on
back too.
Oh no, wait, hold on. You landed farther away
Hmm.
than I thought.
Got one down. And dead. Team wipe too.
Taking shots.
Gas is closing in.
Taking shots, taking
Well.
shots.
I got them both. All right, I'm coming back in.
Nice.
Your teammate has regained their humanity.
Oh, there are people crawling all over the place, though.
Oh boy.
We should head to the safe zone.
We probably need to just hide inside this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sniper glint.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm just getting inside.
Yep. That's a good idea.
For right now, we can just kind of sit here. We're close enough to the circle that if we hold off everyone else, then we can make a run for the zone when the gas comes in.
Yeah.
Because we're not far. Okay, I've got someone on heartbeat, but I think that's that sniper glint guy. I do not believe that it is a zombie. I wonder... Oh, hold on. There's the car moving.
Yeah, I saw it.
I think they're going for the loadout. Yeah, multiple hostiles on their way. That is a grenade. Yeah, they're going to be entering. Yeah, get there with their shotgun. That's good.
Oh, grenade. Oh, that had a tac laser. Probably not. Probably shouldn't ADS. I got Semtex ready too.
I downed one.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I hear footsteps. Outside.
There's a guy like right below us.
Oh yeah, they're entering.
Grenade out!
Broke his armor, downed with the Semtex. He's reviving.
Got him.
One more. Nice. If I can just get back to you, I should be able to gain my
Oh
humanity.
no, someone just called in a cluster strike.
Oh,
And
no.
that's the gas. That's the gas.
Oh no.
I'm running for it.
Oh, that was a ragdoll.
Oh boy. I have
Let's
to
see.
get into the gas.
I'm.
I downed one.
There we go. Back in business.
Still remain.
A zombie got me.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go
I just
somewhere
had a
else.
guy though. I'm gonna try to mop up some of those syringes because I know they're right there.
It's a zombie.
Yeah.
Help them regain their humanity. Enemy soldier incoming.
As long as the zombies don't get to him first.
Oh no. Going for the high ground. Eliminated one.
No.
One on your team. Finish the job.
I got caught on a wall.
Ah.
See if you can't kill a zombie because they always have lots of cash. Oh, he's right there.
Eliminated.
There you go.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, you've got a long ways to go, Loka. Yeah, you need to grab a self-revive.
Come on. Oh no. Oh no, not some bad time zombie.
Yeah, you need to get to there. I just marked it. Yeah, just run. That's a sniper in front of you.
Oh no! Oh. Please just run. Okay.
Are you coming back in as a zombie though?
Yep.
Yes, you are. All right.
You've become a zombie.
There's a syringe there. There's
yeah,
a syringe
there's a
there.
whole
I just
bunch of
marked them. So you should be able to get those pretty easily.
Oh, that was a zombie. Wait, where?
I marked it.
Oh, it's up there.
Into the AO.
No, he took
That
it
guy
before
got
me.
it. All right, there's a syringe there. There's a syringe there. There's also a dude, and he's going to be moving pretty quick. Oh, there's one right there.
Ah, he had a friend.
Failures of proper teaching.
Well,
Poor
hey, we
foe.
did better that time.
Yeah, that went a lot better.
This is one of those cases of where if we can just get our loadouts, I think we could probably clean up.
Yeah.
Or also down a man. Everyone else is running with 3, and we're just a duo. So we're automatically at a disadvantage there.
Sort of. I mean, it's not as bad as we were going up against quads, and also
Right.
that third rando could just be dead weight.
Yeah. So I'm not saying we should
Yeah.
bring in a rando. I'm just saying that yeah, we're not doing that well, but we're
Yeah.
also down a man. So
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm unlocked a couple of stuff for the whole gear. And a blueprint. Okay, that's actually kind of spooky. I'm gonna stick with the one I have. I guess it's horror themed enough. Ooh, that now I suddenly got reminded. Another thing they did is that they've renamed a lot of the game modes temporarily. So you have Damnation, and that also I do feel pretty confident in saying that this is probably the best in-game Halloween event this year. Because even if things like Domination, they changed the flags for scarecrows.
Yeah.
That are kind of spooky, and they will kill you if you shoot them.
Really? I hadn't even thought to try that.
I learned it the hard way.
Were you shooting at someone else and they accidentally got caught in the crossfire?
No, I just thought it looked spooky and started shooting at it, and then something blew up. But in the kill feed, it looked like a car was blowing up, and I thought, oh, I guess there was a nearby car that blew up. But then I saw something on Reddit, so I tried it again, and like, yep, that's definitely the scarecrow killing me. And skulls instead of dog tags. There's like even in the little things, they've put a lot of effort in to make it more spooky and Halloween themed.
Yeah, I wonder how long they've been working on this, because they put a lot of work into it. This is like something that I feel like they've probably been working on since April or something.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little bit surprised because due to the season 6 trailer where they showed a little bit of it and the fact that it's called Haunting of Verdansk, I kind of assumed it would be mostly stuff relegated to Warzone. We got a whole bunch of people going right where we're going.
I noticed that the last second.
Oh, there's one.
I'm gathering up guns and loot. Hold on.
Oh, that's a ghost.
Be careful. Zombies are more powerful in the gas.
As in not Ghost Simon Riley. Yeah, as I was saying, I was really expecting it to be mostly relegated to Warzone, but with all the little things, even in multiplayer, that just speaks a lot for the commitment. For the commitment. Broke armor. He's bunny hopping and got me. Oh, you're right on top of him.
Yep. I was too slow to save you, but I got him.
Yeah.
You've become a zombie.
Well, hey, that should be a free syringe. Oh, there's two. Actually, yeah, there's two.
Yeah, because I killed 2 people up on the roof, and then there's that guy right there.
Oh, you have zombies on you.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh, they got one of the.
They just. Ah.
And I only got one.
How many gas grenades do they have at one time? Can you throw multiple at one time?
Should only be one.
Because I got
now.
gas 3 different times, but there were only 2 zombies. So
that's
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ah, no. Oh, that explains it. He actually saw me onto the building.
The enemy took that one, but we'll be back to finish the job.
They were kind of all over we will.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, I understand why they enclosed the circle for this because they want that action to be pretty fast paced. Because otherwise, the zombie. You need to put the zombies in a small area. Otherwise, people would be sitting on top of mountains and sniping zombies from 100 yards out. And it just wouldn't be any fun. But it does make the initial landing kind of brutal because people are just all over the place.
Yeah. And you have way more people going to the same locations as opposed to normal.
Because that's another thing. It's still the same. It's still 150. It's still the same number of people as in a regular battle royale game, but but the circle's condensed so much. So you have all of these people landing, and it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Grab some target practice while you can. We're deploying soon.
Bam.
I hate how inconsistent the fall damage drop thing is.
Yeah.
Because, I was maybe, I don't know, 5 feet off the ground. Cut my shoot, insta-death. Why was that insta-death? I've fallen from 20 feet before and taken no damage whatsoever. But 5 feet off the ground is insta-death for whatever reason?
Playtime's over, mate.
Yeah, the only thing consistent about fall damage in video games is that there is no consistency.
Yep.
I still remember one of the Battlefield games, although I can't remember which one precisely that had a wonky fall damage.
Okay, we're gonna take a risk here. I have just marked a bunker.
Uh-oh.
On our map. So, if we wait for deployment and we manage to get down there pretty fast, we may be able to rush into the bunker and get weapons before we're just absolutely overwhelmed. We probably need to jump now.
Yep.
Because of where this zone is going.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people here,
let's be daredevils.
There's one person going way out. Oh, that's you.
Oh, that's good. No, there's one other guy. I downed him.
Okay, good.
He's dead.
There's a crate on top. You run in there and grab that. You go up there and grab that. I'll start opening up the bunker. There's an access. You have to. I don't know the access code. I didn't know people had to actually insert access codes. I thought they just hit the button on this one and it opened automatically. Is there anyone around? Can you quickly Google what the access codes are? Hold on. Cover me. I'm hiding in this corner. You're the one streaming. You've got the gameplay. I'm Googling the access code.
All right.
Modern Warfare.
Oh, zombie.
That'd be the guy that you killed, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming for me.
I got him.
Nice.
Yeah, pick up the self-revived bunker codes. Okay. Junkyard, north junkyard. Just give me the list.
Mark some gear.
TV station. Park. Oh, okay. Yep. This is it. All right, cover me. I'm going to
All
put
right.
it in. And I don't have a mouse and keyboard to do this, which I think is why it's so fast for most people. 6 0 2 7 4 5 1 3. That did it. All right, we're in.
We did it, boys. This is actually the first time I'm going into a bunker too.
Nice.
Oh, this is like Christmas, or I guess Halloween. You know, you just find the mother load.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to grab all the cash we can and armor satchels and stuff, and then we can go buy our loadouts easy. You already have 15,000
boy.
bucks.
Ooh, I want that LMG.
Armor's here.
Almost silenced this. G.
Gas is inbound.
No, stick with this one.
Okay. Let me see here. So yeah, we have like $25,000 combined or something like that.
Oh,
So I have just marked a buy station, so we can. So I'll get the loadout. You get a UAV and oh, there's someone
no.
sitting right here.
I got one. And
Kill
it
him.
was
Make sure he's down.
Yeah, it was a team wipe.
Okay, good.
I was just about to say, well, Christmas came early, boys, but I guess we got Halloween also.
Yeah, talk about a jump scare.
Armor's here.
Okay.
Oh, we had set up this as well.
Yeah. He was I don't know if he had did he have a heartbeat sensor? He may have completely.
Probably.
No, it doesn't look like he did. So he didn't know if we were in there or not. He probably heard us running. Okay, marking that again. Right up the hill. Come on, Modern Warfare.
There we go.
So did I down him or did you down him and kill him?
I think I downed him. I know I got
Okay.
I got to kill it anyway.
Well, I got points for a headshot, so I must have done enough damage to him where I must have broken his armor to where
yeah.
you finished him off.
Oh, that's a sniper glint.
No, I think that was one of those. It was yellow, so I think it was actually one of those supply, area search things where the beacon goes up.
Okay, that's a relief.
All right, I'm getting a loadout drop. You need to get a UAV and then like a cluster strike or a precision airstrike or something. After that.
Requesting recon.
UAV entering the AO.
And you know what? While you're at it, just go ahead and buy a second UAV and drop it, so that way I can.
Let's see how.
That.
There we go.
All right, I've got the UAV, so I'll pop this
Friendly
UAV.
overhead.
Are we going warfighter?
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
We are. You know what? Let's be cheeky. It's gonna be a little boring, but let's be cheeky and go down back to the bunker because it's pretty secure.
Yeah.
I mean, and we'll be able. And if zombies try to swarm us, we'll have a good defensible position.
Yep.
And there's not a whole lot of people around right now, so for a minute, for the time being anyway, we don't know where the next circle's going to shrink to, but. Okay, and I've got a prox mine there.
That's good.
Alright, no one has come back down here.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was slightly afraid of.
Alright, the circle's about to change.
See, I'm popping a trophy system down.
Right.
That's good.
Gas is closing
Ooh,
in.
we get circle. We get circle.
Oof, nice. This is perfect.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Oh, that's funny. It popped up in park like 2 inches away from where we. So with your precision airstrike, if we do start to get swarmed by zombies or people down here, you can put it like basically on top of us,
Yep.
and then the strike should probably hit the door, and then anyone that's around there will get hit too. So
They will meet their new friend called Bert.
yes, A10 Warthog go Bert. All right, gas is closing in. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gas is closing in.
So this area is going to get pretty busy.
Yep.
So we'll see if because you know what would be hilarious if the final circle was basically on top of the bunker, and so
Yeah.
we just had a whole bunch of zombies and people on top of us, and we were just sitting down here being pretty, sitting pretty. Oh, there's someone nearby. I'm picking up.
The way the body
That self-revive
flew
is
too.
mine. You already have one. There's a munitions box. There's an armor plate if you need it. Of course, he probably. I did not get a team wipe for that, so he probably told his buddies.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put another one there, and then we will put one here as well. Did you see him, Ragdoll?
Yeah. That was
pretty good.
amazing.
The door opened. Zombie looks left to see the bouncing Betty leap right up into his face, and then he ragdolled down the staircase. Well, he knew there was a prox mine there. I don't know if he actually knows that we were down here because he didn't get a chance to find out.
Enemy UAV overhead.
But, hey, that does confirm a theory. You can find the zombies on your heartbeat monitor.
That is very helpful to know.
It doesn't differentiate between humans and zombies, but... Oh, that was the munitions box.
Yeah.
Okay.
UAV overhead. Enemy UAV
Wait,
overhead.
where did I put
A lot
the...
of people
Enemy
getting
UAV
UAVs.
overhead.
Oh, right, put it down there. I thought my trophy system had broken too, but I don't think
No.
they can.
Now, the only way trophies can get broken is if they're shot by projectile bullets, or if that you're beaten to death, or if they just run out of their charge because there are too many rockets or grenades have been shot.
Yeah,
There's no timer on them.
yeah, that's what I figured. I just completely forgot where I actually placed it. I'm like, oh, if I placed it here, well then. But no, it's a little further back in.
Yeah, that'll be a good fallback point if
Yeah.
there are actual people coming after us. Because if they've got grenades or something, then that'll come in handy. All right.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, I'm hearing footsteps and there was an explosion.
Gas is closing. Get to the new
All right, we
safe
still have zone.
I see one downed. There's another one.
Get your head down.
Stun grenades, hold on. Hold him off, I'm going to use self-revive. Use me as
Oh,
bait.
there's
I downed one.
zone. Into the AR.
double kill.
Falling back to heal up. Nice. The proc mines.
It didn't say team wipe, so I don't know if there's anyone left. Oh, gas,
Zombie.
gas.
There you go.
anything.
It's a zombie.
Oh
It
yeah,
has to
no,
be
I
because
saw.
of the gas
Yeah,
public.
I saw it. I think it ran outside.
Hold on, one of them had a gas mask.
Our team's in a safe zone.
What's that? Oh, it's
Bet
just
they
a
didn't have a
heartbeat.
claymore or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on. C4. Zombies back. Hold on. I'm gonna fall back a little bit, bait them in, and then when they end.
Oh, there's two inside that room. At least one is a zombie. The second is not a zombie. I downed him. Zombies come. Oh, no, not what I wanted.
Disregard that.
They're both
This is
zombies.
like-
They're both zombies. Gas grenade. EMP. I heard him a bunch.
I got one.
Nice.
And a kill confirmed.
There's still.
Oh yeah, there's
more.
more gas.
He is right there.
Moving out. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead.
Ah! Stupid EMPs.
Gas is kind of blocking my. Oh wait, I saw.
Yeah, there's two of them at the very least.
There you go.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Did you get them both? Nope, there's still one, there's still one, there's still one.
I can
Still
hear
here
him.
somewhere. Might have run back up the stairs, but we just lost zone, so picking up that self revive.
Ammo here. Mark some gear.
Okay. Checking around. I don't know where that zombie went. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't see anything either. Oh, I can't look out there.
Oh wait. Something to our left, and it's coming close. It's probably a zombie. Yep, zombie.
Got gas moving in.
I hit him a few times, but
Shake it off.
we need to be moving.
Yep. Come on. Ah, let
Yeah,
me
he's
up.
jumping around up there.
Safe zone.
Do you have a gas mask?
No.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Okay, I have one. Parachute.
Mark the target.
I hit him a few times. Hold fire. Let's see if we can take that high
Yeah.
ground from him.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's forget about trying to take the high ground. Let's wait for them to drop down. There
Oh,
they are.
there's. Oh, I'm getting shot at
Down,
from.
team white.
Enemy UAV
Oh, I
overhead.
better run.
Reloading.
Hostile dropping
All right.
into the area. Watch
We're in the zone.
Refilling armor.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone
Hearing
located.
zombies. Oh,
Ah! Taking lots of shots in front, in front, in front. Hold on. I'm crawling to cover so
He's
I can
down, he's
revive
down.
myself. Make sure he's dead. Zombies are coming for me. Ah, zombies got me.
I'm down.
I was. Well, there should be plenty of syringes to
Yep.
pick up around here.
Doom the remains of the dead to regain your humanity.
Let me up. Let me up.
Get up, get up.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You've got gas moving in.
Oh, hi there. Let me just get your heart or flesh Or actually, brain. I want your brain. That's what zombies want.
Finish the mission.
I'm down. I'm dead.
Oh no, I'm flashed. Oh, there's two of them. That's that was a fellow zombie.
Yeah, it's a dead end hallway. You're gonna have to go all the way up to the top.
To the area. Watch the skies.
Probably need to be ready with an EMP and
inbound.
gas grenade.
Safe zone relocated. Only 10 are left.
They must have jumped back down to the bottom
Yeah.
stairwell. Oh, there's one out. There's one out in the field.
Gas is closing in.
There's one on the edge over there. I just marked.
Let's see if I can get.
Enemy soldiers.
Oh, he just got demolished.
Yeah. One there, just marked.
Oh no, jumping in the wrong direction.
Okay, he's on the street. He's in the street somewhere.
Only 5 remain. Finish the job.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
zombie.
they must be on. Oh, there's a parachute guy.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Hi,
in the
buddy.
gas.
Dropping into the AO.
He's reloading. You have a chance. Get him! Get him! Get him!
you stop.
That's
Eliminated.
2. You got 2.
Oh boy.
Try to parachute for as long as possible.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
3 people left. You're one of 3 people remaining. Behind you.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. I think it was between. I think there are 2 squads. It was you and 2 other people. Yeah, in memoriam, LokaCola Iron Dad. We were. Hey, making it to second place isn't bad.
Yeah. And it was a good place too.
Lord Fat. We lost to a guy named Lord Fat.
I also love that he was a zombie the last one. So now's the question if we want to keep going with Zombie Royale or switch to spooky multiplayer.
I'm good with spooky multiplayer. I think we kind of, we
Yeah.
came, we saw, we did what there is to do.
Yeah.
With that.
So let's head over to let's head over to the multiplayer and be reminded that
Multiplayer's a thing that exists.
that they seem to have added a lot of different daily challenges that I find to be kind of annoying. Like there are a few weapon specific ones, although they aren't so bad. You just pick a weapon, but it's kind of annoying to, oh, I guess I have to change one assault rifle from another. But now they have things like get 7 kills using a weapon with a granulated grip tape and laser attachment equipped. Get 50 kills using a weapon with the drum magazine attachment equipped. Like, I don't know, I feel that's a little slightly annoying, but oh well. Also, I'm kind of glad and kind of upset we didn't get any jump scares in Verdansk with the loot.
Yeah, that's interesting that we ended up with no jump. Well, I mean, we had jump scares from a couple zombies, but
Yeah.
and people to shoot at, but we didn't have any of the you open up the box and there's a jump scare. That's
Yeah, that was surprising, for sure. I guess the AK maybe has.
so. Is it this part of the stream now that we're back in regular multiplayer where we kind of talk about this game and its 1 year anniversary?
Yes, that was actually what I was thinking. Since that will probably be better ripe for discussion when you're not trying to concentrate on surviving zombies and whatnot. So yeah, well, maybe not for me anymore. But this game is now 1 year old.
Man, how things change in a year. So people on your channel may not know this, and actually people on my channel may not know this either. But I was on my college's broadcast news team. I did various jobs there. The last semester I was there when I graduated earlier this spring I actually ended up being the producer of the show. But before then, a year ago, in the fall, I actually went and I filmed a package for the midnight launch of this game. And so crazy how things can change in a year, because I went back and I watched that today because it was a year ago yesterday that I filmed that because it was the midnight launch. And it's like everyone just standing in line, not wearing masks, and pressed up right next to each other outside, waiting to pick up the game.
Boy.
It's like no social distancing whatsoever. I'm like, what are you idiots doing? You only have a few months. Seek shelter. So it's like, it's like how are like when Black Ops Cold War comes out, are they going to allow midnight launches to pick up that game? It's like I don't even know.
That's a very good question.
Because of the way things have changed. So yeah, it's crazy that it's been a year and things have changed that much in a year. You're dead.
The I have more bullets than you tactic didn't work that time.
Well, you need to have more bullets. You also need to have better aim.
That too. Yeah, honestly, that like this game being 1 year old, that doesn't actually like feel that weird. What's weirder is that there was actually a pre-COVID time.
Yeah, the times.
Yeah, that was definitely fun times, and as we said in the beginning, most of that day wasn't really spent playing the game, but trying to get it installed because it the weirdest installation process. And on my end, it even broke, so I had to redo that all over again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But hey, it wasn't all that bad. I managed to finish my rerun for the original Modern Warfare trilogy and get the platinum for Modern Warfare 3. So hey, I guess it wasn't that bad.
Oh wow, I'd forgotten that you had done that. That's crazy.
And just catching up on some other stuff that I had missed. And then I binged through. I had the game finally installed fully and finished with everything else on the Saturday. On the Saturday evening, and basically binged all of the campaign except for I think the last 2 missions, if I recall. So that was a fun time when it actually did, when you actually could play the game.
Yep. Yeah, and man, what a campaign it was.
Yeah. I still haven't gone back
Enemy
to
UAV overhead.
replay it because I haven't had a chance, but I still look back to it rather fondly, especially because I did binge it most of it in one session, and that alone I think speaks a lot about how engrossed I was in that experience, because it's not often I basically binge through games like that, unless they're really short and that I played a bunch of times before. But new games I typically don't get to binge like that. So that was a fun thing to do. Oh, he closed the door.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. I'm taking fire.
Oh, they're all dying.
I've played through the campaign all the way through twice now, I think, because I played it once because I played it when I was at school. When the day after it came out, when it was finally installed and everything. But I played that on my rinky-dink little school TV, so I had a blast. I loved it, but I didn't get the full effect. So then later that December, when I got home for Christmas break, then I played through it again with the surround sound and the giant TV and stuff, and so with all those fixins. And it was I was like, yep, it was just as good, and it was nice to have the surround sound and everything. So yeah, I just kind of sat there going, "Yep, I am ready. I am ready for the inevitable sequel. I want to know where this story keeps going." And at that point, they hadn't really started. I mean, I think season 1 had been out, but they hadn't really started with the whole continuing the story through the cutscenes thing, like with the drop of each season, like they've been doing since. So it's kind of my appetite for the sequel to this game has kind of been satiated a tiny bit, because we have been getting those little drops of story here and there.
Yeah.
Every 2 months or so, we just get a little tidbit. It's like, okay, I'm interested to see where this goes, which has been nice.
Yeah, that actually leads right into the multiplayer portion and Warzone by extension, I suppose. Although at most significantly regarding the seasons, like as you said, we've gotten a little bit of story hints, or not hints, but story bits through those cutscenes, and then there's the continuation in the. Yeah, that's good to know. Of course, it was also continued in the Spec Ops mode, and has further been built upon by those seasonal cinematics and all that. And yeah, so as you said,
man, they're losing so bad. There's only 4 of them now.
Oh boy, I feel bad for them. Almost. As you were saying, like I suppose the desire for a sequel is maybe a little bit less this time because of that, but then again, who knows? Maybe they'll do like a big bang for like a final cinematic, and then have us wait a year until the sequel, and that could be pretty cool. But that's also
because that is the interesting thing about because this is going to be the last Modern Warfare season, most likely, because by the time this season wraps up, Cold War is going to be out, and as they've said, that Cold War is just going to, like, season 7 for this game is just going to be season 1 of Cold War. That's what they've said. That is just going to pick that, the next season of Cold War is going to pick up in Cold War.
Yeah.
But where the story kind of leaves off is, I don't want to call it a cliffhanger, but it's a weird note to end on where we've had this kind of story going in the background where Task Force 141 is off on their first mission. They're going after Viktor Zakhaev in Verdansk, and probably to a certain extent Khaled al-Assad as well. And so, to try to shut down Al-Qatala once and for all, and all that, and then make sure that we don't have
oh boy. Oh, I got stuck on the wall.
And to make sure that there's not a General Barkov 2.0 pointing himself to the country anytime soon. So that way the Urzikhstanians can actually have their country back for the first time since the 90s, whenever it was Barkov invaded first. So the place where the story is left off is they're hunting for Viktor Zakhaev, and they get the trains running.
Yeah.
In the underground. And then I know that this is these are obviously seeds that are probably being planted for Modern Warfare 2, so I don't expect a firm conclusion. But the last cutscene for them to give us being them getting the trains back on, that's a little odd. So
yeah. As I said, I could see them maybe doing some type of final cinematic. In fact,
exactly.
there's been one. I don't know if I should. I guess I could call it a theory or speculation that I've seen. That I'm like, oh, if they actually do that, that would be pretty wild. Because here's also what we know about what's currently happening in the storyline. There are nukes, or at least one nuke in Verdansk somewhere. Mm-hmm. We also know that...
Yeah, it was in that bunker we were in earlier.
Yeah, and in that Season 6 cinematic, you can hear Captain Price talking to Griggs and say... he says something about, alright, have the Marines on standby.
That's right, he does.
What if they do the nuke scene?
Oh.
Because that's the interesting thing with how the story has been told through the Spec Ops and the cinematics, is that it does line up very well with the original Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm. Then now there are differences, of course, because
yeah.
Ghost was not in the original Modern Warfare, and Ghost is off doing stuff with the 141 this time. Also, the 141 wasn't a thing in the original Modern
too.
Warfare. But there are obviously some big similarities. Honestly, the big head scratcher question mark I have about the story as it is right now is it really surprised me was Farah coming back.
Yeah.
Because as she said in the campaign, it's like I stay, I fight to defend my home. I stay here to I do not defend, I do not attack, I defend. And Price really had to twist her arm to go after Barkov's Barkov's chem factory at the end of the game. Spoilers for a game that is literally a year old now. So.
Well, if you haven't, if you by some reason haven't played through the campaign at this point, well, that's kind of on you.
Yep. So, so I find it interesting that now here she is in Verdansk doing stuff with the 141 after she's like, I guess it's one of those I don't want someone else to come in and take over my country again, like Barkov did. So I'll come in and help stop this Zakhaev person from taking Barkov's throne, and also stopping Al-Qatala from kind of tarnishing Urzikhstanians' names. So I guess I can kind of see that being the logic and that being why she's working with the 141. But it was still, so I'm kind of eager to hear an explanation for that, because she's not gonna be fighting all this time to save her home country, and then all of a sudden say, all right, I'm going to leave my home country now and join up with the 141 and go on these missions all around the globe. That doesn't necessarily sound like something she would do.
Yeah.
And judging by the quality of the writing in the campaign, major lag spikes.
Oh boy.
And judging by the quality of the writing from the campaign, I feel like that the writers have enough sense that they know their characters, they know that that's not something she would necessarily do. So I feel like that they have an explanation, they have a plan, and I'm also surprised that it took them as long as it did to put a Farah skin into the game. So I understand the kind of business reason for putting her in the game, because she's a strong female character in a Call of Duty game, which Call of Duty games have not typically had, especially the Modern Warfare series has not really had strong female. Let's see here. Can we name a female character in the original Modern Warfare trilogy? Now that I'm thinking about it.
I was actually about to ask, did the original Modern Warfare trilogy even have any female characters?
I mean, the only one that comes to mind for me is Mrs. Davis from Davis Family Vacation. That is literally the only one, and she gets killed like 2 minutes into her appearance. So
yeah,
that is the only one I can think of. And of course, random civilians in the Zakhaev International Airport and stuff, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. So.
Yeah.
I think there were maybe some female resistance fighters in Modern Warfare 3 and Prague, but
they
weren't really. But they weren't really
familiar.
characters. They were NPC, bullet shields, and background filler. So Shep. So for the reboot to introduce, two interesting female characters in Farah and Kate Laswell, the CIA handler. I think that's a good on them move. So I'm surprised, and I don't think it makes that much sense to have Laswell as a skin in multiplayer.
Oh yeah, no.
She's a handler. She's not a soldier. But it totally makes sense for Farah to have a skin. So I'm kind of surprised it took them as long as it did. So I really hope that we do get some sort of final cutscene. That I don't want it to end on a cliffhanger, but I do want it to kind of give us this moment where all right, this is where the story's at. We'll see you guys in a year when we come out with Modern Warfare. Please have a subtitle too.
Yeah. I honestly wish when I don't think we can over-exaggerate when we say that our number one wish is that it actually has a subtitle.
And at this point in Call of Duty as a franchise, as a series, the titles are going to be kind of long anyway. Because let's look at this year. Black Ops Cold War. That's the Call of Duty Black Ops. Mouthful. But and for Cold War, I would kind of rather. I think it would make more sense for it to be called Black Ops 5 or something. Even though chronologically, it would not. In terms of the story, it would not be the fifth game because it goes back to Cold War. And so I understand why they didn't have the number 5 there, and at the same time, it's like was the original name of the game Call of Duty Cold War, and then Treyarch had to step in and save the game, so they just named it Black Ops Cold War. So is that maybe another theory?
Counterpoint: Black Ops 4 is set before Black Ops 3. So the
fair.
So the precedent is already set there.
Location secured.
Although, honestly, as we all know, with the all trouble development with the game, like I can understand them doing a sequel, but I think I would have preferred making a reboot than just starting from scratch again.
Yeah,
like they did with this game.
I wonder if that's what. Yes, Mike Claymore. I wonder if that's still what they're going to do. If it's going to be a soft reboot, because Modern Warfare 20. This how That person did not die to my Claymore somehow.
Radar overhead.
I don't understand, or I mean, my Predator missile. Predator missile landed essentially on their forehead, and it did not kill them. I don't understand. I didn't even get hit markers. I don't understand it.
They've reached the halfway point. Get moving.
But anyway,
Reloading.
let's see. What was I saying? I got distracted by that stupid.
Black Ops soft reboot.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I wonder if it's still going to be a soft reboot, because Modern Warfare. A lot of people were wondering if it was going to be a soft reboot, but no, it's a hard reboot. It's so obvious from just the way the story goes, because it's like what Price mentions. It can't take place in between Modern Warfare 1 and 2. There are characters because Griggs is a big one, because if it took place in between Modern Warfare 1 and 2, Griggs being a character.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Got the hard point. Enemy personal radar overhead.
Griggs died at the end of Modern Warfare, the original, so there's no way that you could use that character again if this game were to take place in the same continuity and all that stuff. So this game's definitely a reboot because of all these dead characters that are now all of a sudden alive, and the timeline not being able to work out and stuff. So this is definitely a hard reboot, but I kind of wonder if with Cold War they kind of do more of a soft reboot, where they reference they kind of maybe reference some things that happened in previous Black Ops games, but then with the way Cold War maybe sells, and reception for the game in general and the campaign and all that stuff, if it's positive enough, if maybe that's a cluster strike. If maybe they then decide to kind of pull a Transformers movies cinematic universe reboot and go, well, everyone liked this, so we'll just use this as a jumping off point for a new series of stories and forget all the old ones. Which I think is possible. That's something they could do, but at the same time, I think there's still enough wiggle room because they went all futuristic with part of Black Ops 2 and 3, that they could still have it be set in the same universe and have like 3-4 more Black Ops games and set it in the past and not touch any of the content that they did in Black Ops 2 or 3 in terms of timeline and story, because everything is so varied. And like if they never mention the campaign of Black Ops 3, any of the story beats in Black Ops 3, I don't think anyone's going to complain about that.
Yeah, actually, there's one way they could somehow do something with it, and I would be okay with it, and that is if it was revealed to all just be a fever dream.
That would work. Well, I mean, hold on, isn't that kind of what they did anyway?
I mean, yeah, to some extent.
So, oh boy. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if they do something like that. But as I said, at this rate, I'm much more interested to see what they do, what Infinity Ward does with the sequel to Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Because you kind of mentioned the impact that this game had at the top. So we kind of discussed that. I think this is maybe a soup. This is a. Some people might not agree with this, but this is, well, actually no. I'm going to put it this way: like or hate this game has been super influential on the COD community and the reception for COD in general, in years. Because it's like I mean we would need sales data. I would have to look, and that would take time and research, and I don't necessarily want to put in the time and research. So I'm just gonna pull statistics out of my rear end. But I would not be surprised if this was one of the better selling Call of Duties in recent history. And in terms of reception, I mean this game definitely has its detractors.
Oh yeah.
And, a lot of them being Treyarch fans, like they prefer the way Treyarch develops the games. I am not one of those people. I much prefer Infinity Ward style when Infinity Ward is firing on cylinders. The only problem is that the last 2 years, Infinity Ward was not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And this has kind of been their redemption story. With Modern Warfare, has kind of been their redemption story. It's like, all right, we've got some of the gang back together. We are. Oh, I'm stunned. Ah, really? You couldn't kill me with an actual gun, so you had to RPG me. So, but I mean, just look at. I mean, I suppose the argument could be made that if the same thing had happened with like Black Ops 4, then Black Ops 4, then maybe we could be seeing something similar. But the impact that Warzone has had on just the gaming community, it's been nuts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think
for sure.
Potentially, again, we would have to see server numbers and sales data and stuff like that. But I don't know. There may be more people that are playing Warzone now than have ever played a Call of Duty title ever, and they can especially kind of inflate those numbers a bit because now it's cross-platform.
Oh yeah,
It's all cross-platform now, so they can say, "Look at our servers. Our servers are so packed." It's like, well, that's cross-platform. You're not separating them anymore. But I mean, there's potentially more people playing COD now than there has been ever in the past, which is, something that Activision can tout and be super happy about. But of course, I think part of the reason maybe this, Modern Warfare has been received as well as it has and has made the impact it has is that it's a return to form in a couple ways.
Yeah.
One of those being that, as I mentioned, this guy was nuts.
Oh boy.
Is that, last couple of years, public reception towards COD was kind of on the downward spiral.
Yeah.
I mean, basically this entire generation. we talked about it before, but kind of the basic, this generation COD has not been great. Because let's look what we started out with. We started out with Ghosts, then we moved on to Advanced Warfare, which everyone's just kind of meh on.
Yeah.
Then we had Black Ops 3, which is a very mixed game. I think that's a very meh game, but the multiplayer was fun. The campaign was awful. Yeah. And then after that we had Infinite Warfare, which was awful. and then Modern Warfare Remastered was thrown in there kind of as this little extra, hey, look, a shining gem of a game in this mountain of awfulness. Then we had COD World War II, which was overall kind of a meh game, but then it also was the start of the microtransactions and all of that stuff. Because it was 2017. That was the same year that Star Wars Battlefront 2 caught a bunch of flack for its microtransactions scheme and all that. And then we had Black Ops 4, which had a troubled development to the point where they got rid of the campaign and threw in a $60 battle royale mode at the last minute. So I mean, the younger generation definitely, I think, liked the all the advanced movement and all the wall running and stuff, but us older fans definitely did not. And you can look at sales data for Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, and like those games didn't really sell that well. They sold better than almost every other game that came out that year because it's Call of Duty, but in terms of Call of Duty sales, didn't sell that well. The Black Ops games still sold like crazy, but they had the Call of Duty brand recognition. They also had the Black Ops brand recognition, so that they were kind of given a little boost.
Exactly.
So, but I think, again, I'd have to check, but I think Modern Warfare, because I'm trying to remember back when the game came out, that it was breaking also. I mean, there's always things that come out about Call of Duty breaking sales records, but those are usually kind of skewed to a degree to always make it look impressive. But I think Modern Warfare was actually legitimately breaking a whole bunch of sales records when it came out a year ago. So it really was a grand return to form. And I'm super interested to see what the reception for Cold War is, because this game is popular enough and it's done all this stuff. I mean, we've talked about how pretty the engine is and how well it feels and runs and stuff like that. And then there's been all this trouble development with Cold War. It's like, how many people are going to maybe like the the gameplay style of Cold War more in terms of it being faster paced and stuff. But are they not? But are they then not going to? But then are they going to admit that maybe it's not as polished as it could be, and it feels a little bit like a downgrade compared to Modern Warfare? Because just from my time with the betas, it definitely kind of feels like a bit of a downgrade.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, heck, when I was uploading my Black Ops Cold War video, I actually had a semi-lengthy, what's it called, description for the video where I was basically saying, yeah, I captured some footage from the alpha and beta, and oh, that's a lot of bad guys, and was thinking about doing what I did with the clips I got from the beta for this game and have them as a episode 0 of their own series. But as I was thinking about it and like thought about,
are you really gonna do a series on that?
Yeah, I just realized, like, man, even if I pick up the game, I don't think I'm gonna play the multiplayer that much. So well, it won't get its own series. I'll just have this one video and maybe one for the full game if I feel I get enough clips. But yeah, it's not something I'm really counting on.
Yeah, because how much have you played it? I don't think you've played as much as I have, but yeah, you've still played a decent amount of this game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we both have other games that we want to play sometimes, so we take a break. But I mean, I have played this game like crazy in the year it's been out. I think I checked. Hold on, can I do that from here? No, I cannot. I have to actually be in the regular menu. But at one point, like last season, I checked my overall legacy rank or whatever it is, you know, because at the beginning of every season, your rank is reset to 55, you know, the max, and then you can level up to 155 all over again. So, or level 100, and then you can do whatever it is. So I checked what my overall rank was, and it was like somewhere in the 600s, something like that.
Ooh.
It was because basically each season I've gotten up to 100 plus on my rank because I played so much, which is
enemy down.
Oh no, not what I wanted.
HQ is online, secure it. They're capturing the HQ, go!
There we go.
HQ contested.
Yeah,
okay, I could use some backup over here, guys.
I'm coming. Yeah, as you said, I think you may have played it more than I have, but this is definitely my most played game of this year. That's without a doubt.
UAV entering the AO.
Ow! Ah!
Oh boy.
Why am I spectating myself? I'm dead. There we go.
That's weird.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Oh, they're all coming. Ah.
That's another one. So that shotgun you're using, that's another one of those shotguns I can't get my brain around. I don't understand how it works, so I can't ever use it effectively whenever I'm in the gulag.
Next HQ up in 10. Get ready.
Because do you fire it once and it shoots 2 rounds? But
Get to the new HQ.
No, you can fire twice before it has to do a pump.
Friendly care package.
Well,
okay.
although I may have some attachment on this that may do something differently as well. I haven't really properly checked. Wait, the HQ is just in the same building again, but on
What?
the second floor?
Is it really?
Yeah, but on the second floor.
Oh my gosh, it is.
We're at the HQ. Stand by. Got a UAV on station. Ready for
Oh boy, that might have been a waste of a
Reloading.
stim.
HQ is on. No reinforcements
Oh, that
available.
was friendly.
Marking
Let's see,
targets.
calling in a Predator missile.
Missile away.
Ah,
Impact.
no
hit.
joy.
Need recon on my position.
I fell to my death.
The AO.
Ah, I'm also dead.
Ah, what? How the heck did my rock mine last for that long?
I'm reloading.
Usually it disappears pretty quick after you get killed, so why did it last that long? It's hilarious.
Well done. That's not how it's supposed
I got
to.
I got a buzz kill in revenge. I killed the person that killed me with my rock mine.
Oh, that's awesome.
What even?
New location ID.
But yeah, in regards to Black Ops Cold War and the sales and the reception for this game, I think something else that's important to bring up is that I feel a lot of people also came back for this one.
Yes.
Just like the developers, where
We
they were.
kind of did.
Yeah, I mean, I played all COD games released since Modern Warfare 2 thus far. So
But we weren't. But would we really call
yeah.
ourselves fans of those titles?
Yeah,
we were. We like we played them because we had nostalgic memories for other titles in the
There you go. I'm reloading.
in the series. So we wanted to give them a shot. It's like, well, maybe there's some of that magic from other games in this too.
yeah, that's
but-
true.
But in a lot of cases, that wasn't so. I mean, that's because you like one COD game, you feel like you're gonna like all of them because the common quote unquote complaint about these games is that they're all the same.
Yeah,
Which in a lot of ways that can't be further from the truth because like Modern Warfare 2 is different from Advanced Warfare is different from the original Call of Duty is different from this game because they're made in different years, they're made by different dev teams. Yeah,
hold that ragdoll.
Get to the new HQ.
and because of that, they have different customization systems. Like Create a Class didn't exist until COD 4. I think some people forget about that. Maybe especially
Yeah.
the younger crowd. Like all first-person shooter FPS games pretty much have a Create a Class nowadays. COD 4 was the one that invented that for first-person shooters, essentially.
Oh yes.
It was either you run around and pick up a floating gun on the ground, or you have predetermined, pre-designed classes that everyone
Yeah.
runs. And it's funny. Nowadays, basically, the idea of the predetermined class is a kind of a novelty, and it's used in hero shooters like Overwatch,
Yeah. But
where
that's-
you have one
Oh,
character
no.
that has one ability and has one set of weapons.
AO is too hot. You'll redeploy with the next wave. We're winning.
Yeah, like another thing, like in terms of people getting back to COD, like us, and also with the reception, because for a long time, if you went to the Modern Warfare subreddit, most people were just complaining and didn't like the game, and they think this is the worst COD in history, and it's so campy and all that. But now, as of the last few weeks following the Cold War beta, and now that, well, since the life cycle for this game is coming to an end, I mean, obviously, it won't.
Whoa, that was a collateral. That was like a quad collat.
That was insane.
That's one of those. The stars align.
Yeah.
One in a million. Wow.
That was
Now that was a
insane.
play of the game. That was the play of the game.
Yeah, that was 100% worth that. Oh.
Anyway, the subreddit.
Yeah, where it's all a lot of negativity. But throughout these last few weeks following the Black Ops Cold War beta and the ending of the life cycle for this game, not that it will completely die. I've seen a lot more positive posts. Which, well, for one, makes me kind of happy because, it isn't just negativity. It isn't just the two of us that are different from the rest of. Well, obviously that's not true because millions of people are playing. But
yeah,
still,
that's one of those things where the people that were complaining were online complaining, while the people that liked the game were busy playing the game.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, that's always the thing, and even though it's kind of hard to remember, I feel a lot of the times, especially if you're someone like me who really frequents the subreddit and such. Yeah, but as I said, there's been a lot more positivity, and I saw one post that I think maybe perfectly encapsulates the whole. I guess that you can call it the divide between people when it comes to this game. Because I wonder if maybe it's the case of all the people that doesn't like the game, or most of them at least, or maybe people that are the younger fans that came in with, I want to say, around Ghosts or Advanced Warfare and forward. Whereas in our case, like, we got into COD with the Modern Warfare series and the original Black Ops, which I feel this game is more closer to. Like, it's more of a return to form in that way, in that it does remind me more about the Modern Warfare trilogy and the original Black Ops, whereas I want to say
it's not just nostalgia. It's for the, and a lot of, and, you know, it has its problems, but in a lot of ways it's a very well designed game, and that harkens back to the way those games were made, while also kind of being its own new thing.
Yeah. And like whereas everything, I want to say, post Black Ops 2 has been designed in a different way. I think especially in a more faster paced direction, which then got turned up to 11 with Advanced Warfare with all the crazy boost mechanics and forward. So I think it's just that it's two different types of fans. Well, technically, I don't even want to know how many types of fans you have, because
forget about just for COD, but for anything, there are different types of fans for anything people like. So, and that is such an into the weeds minutia thing where it's like, oh boy, you can get in trouble talking about that.
Oh yeah, because as I said, there's kind of that old school versus the newer school called, but then you also have between the different the different developers, like say Infinity Ward fans and Treyarch fans and Sledgehammer fans. Yes, they do exist.
On the stairs in that building you're in.
Oh, I went out. Oh, and taken out from behind. And even then, you may also have fans between the sub-series, because some people may not like this, may not be a fan of this game, but they may, God forbid, be fans of Ghosts, and both for Infinity Ward games.
I can, as I've said in the past, I can see why someone would like Ghosts. Because honestly, for a while there in the early days of the PS3, there was some fun to be had with it. Was it the best COD ever made? No. Did it have some problems? Yeah. But overall, was there some fun stuff with it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think all things considered, it's not the worst game. I'm just doing a jest thing. So yeah, there's that with the whole reception stuff, and it's I guess it's sort of kind of a problem with COD in that you may be a fan of one developer or a specific sub-series, but I don't know if I can't think of anyone that I would say, oh, they're a COD fan because they like every COD game. I mean, they probably exist, but I feel like those are kind of hard to find compared with the Treyarch fans or the Infinity Ward fans.
Guy's giving me the runaround. Ah, you, finally. I mean, that's kind of true for anything out there. It's like the longer something goes on, the more types of fans you're probably going to have. Because we talk about. Really? Did this? Okay, I gotta watch it. Hold on. Okay, no, he did not. Never mind. I thought this guy camping in the building just teabagged me because he killed me. It's like, okay. No, but no, it was just the perspective from my death cam and then transitioning to the kill cam. It was because he was moving forward slightly on the stairs. Still camper, but no, he was not teabagging. Anyway, I mean, we've talked about it often enough before, but I mean, let's look at Star Wars. I mean, that's a franchise that's gone on for almost 45 years.
That's a great example.
Lots and lots of different iterations of it. Different people like different aspects of the franchise. Some people prefer the original trilogy because it has that really nice mix of spiritualism with adventure and classic characters and stuff. Where other people like us that are younger than them, obviously, we maybe prefer the prequel era because there's a lot of shades of gray. There's tragedy built in with that because of the fall of Anakin Skywalker and the rise of Darth Vader and the Republic and all that stuff. We see a lot of that with the Clone Wars. Are the prequels perfect movies? No, but that era, I mean, for my money, it's probably arguably the best of the three eras we have. And then we now have the young crowd that are getting into Star Wars with the sequel trilogy, and very flawed movies, but is there good stuff to be found? And then yes, there is. And I'm not gonna. I would never berate someone over why they like a thing, because hey, if you find something good in those movies to like, then go ahead. Same thing with COD. I may not like the way that the Black Ops series has kind of gone off the rails. I may prefer Infinity Ward when they're firing on all cylinders compared to the way Treyarch does things, because I prefer the way it feels. But I mean, if someone prefers the way Treyarch makes games, then I mean, there is still a reason that Call of Duty is one of the best-selling games every year, if not the best-selling game every year, except for like when a GTA or a Red Dead.
Yeah, that's the exception.
Yeah, like when Rockstar finally releases something, every 8 years or whatever. Then Call of Duty will bow down. But if they only have to bow down and be the second highest selling game once every 8 years, that's not necessarily a bad thing for Activision.
Yeah.
So it's like I may prefer the way Infinity Ward does things when they're doing things well, but I mean but Treyarch makes a certain type of Call of Duty game, and a lot of people like that. I mean, honestly, I still say that the series has been in this rut this generation, and I think in a lot of ways because the series was getting a lot samey. Because there was that 3-4 year period where every game had advanced movement, and then you looked at everything from the way the games were designed, from the combat to the weapons to the map design. It was very, very, very samey. And they all had a pick 10 system. They all had advanced movement. That was the start of these kind of the addition of the holding L1 and L1 and R1 at the same time. Special abilities thing with the specialists and all the different grappling hook combo things, and I mean when you release 3 games back to back to back that all have these similar things in them, it does kind of start to feel a little monotonous. Where sure, maybe the core gameplay was the same between Modern Warfare and World at War and Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1, but each game had its own style, it had its own presentation, it had its own aesthetic that made each game feel different, even if at their core they were very, very similar. Where, as opposed to the advanced movement games, which were just very similar. There wasn't really that much difference in their aesthetic. The biggest difference between Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 is that Infinite Warfare was in space.
Yeah,
that was kind of it. Otherwise, all the games were very similar. And actually, it's ironic. Infinite Warfare is kind of the game that utilized the advanced movement system the least compared to Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Which is ironic, but at the same time sort of kind of understandable, since, well, they knew it was hated by that point, but too late to just remove it. Yeah,
because I mean, again, we've said it before, but man, what a dark time for Infinity Ward. What a dark time for Infinity Ward, because they were planning Ghost to be their new sub-series, and then that tanked, so then they brought out Infinite Warfare, and they were planning for that to be their new sub-series, and then that tanked. And then they just finally said, okay, screw it, let's rehire a bunch of those people and make a really awesome Modern Warfare reboot. But they were stuck at the end of that 3-year dev cycle where they were told it's probably essentially, make a space game with this advanced movement, and then by the time that game came out, no one wanted it.
Yeah.
Because I think Infinite Warfare is like the worst selling COD of this generation, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% on that, but it's definitely down there.
I mean, there were more people playing Black Ops 3 than Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 3 even got like a 5th DLC, even if it was only remastered zombies maps. But like that's a precedent that hadn't happened before.
Yeah, so hopefully the Modern Warfare will mark a upward trend for the series again, where we kind of get back to those PS3, Xbox 360 days, where it's like at the core, are they similar? Yeah, maybe, but each game will have its own style. It'll have its own aesthetic, and it'll have its own way of doing things that will help the game stand out year to year. And then maybe that will make the divide between the fans of Treyarch and Infinity Ward grow a little bit, and maybe Sledgehammer, if there are people out there that actually likes the main it's like, are there really any Sledgehammer Games fans out there? Not to be mean,
there
but
are
there are. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the big question is, are they even gonna be a mainline COD studio anymore?
Exactly. So what?
Kill confirmed. No prisoners. Shoot to kill.
So I mean, but hey, I don't think that would necessarily be a bad thing, as long as people aren't threatening to murder each other over the internet about it. As long as everyone's civil. I think the idea that there are Treyarch fans and Infinity Ward fans, and the way COD works is that that there is this 2 to 3 year dev cycle, and if everyone gets used to the idea of like, okay, well, this is Treyarch's year, I'm not necessarily going to like what they have to offer this year, so I'm going to skip out and wait for the Modern Warfare sequel, and then I'll really like that because I really like what they did last time. I mean, I'm sure Activision doesn't want that, because then that means that their sales figures could go down.
Yeah.
But in terms of the way fans were, oh man, you just got absolutely annihilated. I was right. I was right there. Oh yes. I was right there. I saw you spawn and it immediately just get disintegrated.
Yeah, I had no time to react or anything.
So I'll be watching the release of Black Ops Cold War very closely, and maybe down the line
Yeah.
I'll get it for the campaign. 'Cause remember when Infinity Ward did zombies?
Oh yeah.
It's like that's how dark of a place they were in. They did zombies. They didn't even try to come up with it. At least Extinction Mode in Ghost wasn't great, but hey, at least it was something. At least they were trying something original.
Yeah. At the very least.
Friendly UAV overhead. We've got a UAV on station. Kill confirmed.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah. Spotter.
Ah.
Yeah, I have that one. That's class.
I got my leg blown off.
Oh no.
Kill confirmed.
I keep spawning and having people just right behind me. I keep spawning in front of people.
Oh, that's the Rust experience for you.
Yes, it is. It is the Rust and shipment experience. That is true.
Or I guess the Modern Warfare 2019 Rust and shipment experience, since I don't know, I'm actually gonna say something really positive about Sledgehammer. This one. They have shipment in COD World War II, which I mean isn't really that imaginary, and it is chaotic as expected. But the spawns are a little bit better. I will give them that. So it's not you don't have those constant moments where you're spawning, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. So I
wonder how they got around that.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Because I mean, like even in the original Modern Warfare, it was just there was no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, sure, it was still chaotic in COD World War II, but at least I didn't feel like I was dying immediately when spawning. But oh well. And now that's enough positive things about Sledgehammer, because we're not even here to talk about Sledgehammer. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, they're sort of kind of relevant. They did help with the development on Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That is true. Oh boy.
What was this guy doing? Hold on.
Kill confirmed. Enemy vehicle in the
Uh-oh. Oh boy, where'd it go? Where'd it go? My Magnum has disappeared.
Whoa.
Maybe I can draw its fire. Yes! I'm drawing the VTOL fire!
Nice.
Ow. Ah, how'd it get me?
Oh no. I was too busy watching the skies. Whee!
Whoa!
Ah!
I spawned in the middle of a crowd of enemies.
Yeah, I spawned and immediately started shooting at and killing someone.
Oh.
Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit easier on the brain. So something I was thinking of leading us into a while back, and I suppose now is a good place to kind of go back to this game and the reception. As we've said, we really like this game and we've been following it through the seasons. And speaking of the seasons, with the seasonal updates, is it fair to call this maybe not the best, but definitely one of the best live service games.
You know, I was kind of thinking about that the other day, and I mean, what do we have to compare to this game, right?
Yeah.
Because it's games like Destiny, right? It's games like Fortnite. It's the Division 2, Marvel's Avengers. This game is definitely better than Anthem.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's in question. I mean, I think it's also really quick. This probably needs to be the last match.
All right.
A heads up, but I mean, I think it is probably fair to say, because again, just look at the player base. Just look at the player base for this game. It's crazy. Warzone has really brought out a lot of good with this game, because I mean, I don't think the battle pass is too egregious. There's not really too much in it that I necessarily want to own, but that's the case for every battle pass I've really ever come across. The only but the one thing that has won me over is when you introduce Ghost, when you introduce Captain Price, and you know, all these characters from the campaign that I want to play as in multiplayer, then you get me to slap. Well, actually, they got me to slap down the $10 once. And
same.
and then I play enough and I earn enough COD points through that I'm able to get the pass every season. I did not, but season 5 was the one season I didn't pay the COD points for, because it's like, okay, Shadow Company, those are that's the operators that you're giving us this time. I mean, yeah, they were in Modern Warfare 2, so I'm curious as to what role they're going to play in the story going forward. But I don't know who these people are yet. If they had been like the last campaign mission or something.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly address Daxter in the chat. Yes, this is rather spooky in Warzone, at least. Maybe not so much in multiplayer, because they've removed the pumpkin head, so it's not as spooky. But Warzone spooky, yes, very much, especially with the zombies. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So if Shadow Company had been introduced like at the very end of the game, like if they were guarding Barkov's gas factory, and they mentioned something about that, and then like there was an after credits scene with Victor Zakhaev and the guy who runs Shadow Company, and it's like, how could you let this happen? It's like, don't worry, I'm bringing in my best men on this next stop. I was like, then maybe I would have cared, but it's like, I don't know who this new Shadow Company guy is. So, oh wait, hold on. Okay. But so I didn't bother with the season 5 battle pass, but that was whatever. But yeah, I mean 5 of the 6 seasons they've managed to get me to buy the battle pass. I've worked my way through most of them. I'm on track this time to actually get to tier 100 on my own without having to pay for extra. Without having to pay for the extra slots or whatever, just because I've been playing enough. Because I'm a little past halfway in the battle pass right now, and there's still a month left in the.
Allied cruise missile away.
Okay. Oh, I just did a loop-de-loop with my cruise missile. What? Where am I?
I saw that on the minimap. It looked so weird.
all of the enemies are running Ghost. I could not see anyone. So I didn't even have anywhere to point my cruise missile. Dang it. So I mean, yeah, it's impressive when a live service manages to get me to get their season pass. Because I mean, I played Fortnite for a hot minute. I played it for a while because everyone did, until it just reached critical mass to where most of us just got to the point where like, okay, I can't even with this game anymore. It needs to stop.
Yeah.
But then it's continued on. Like I saw they put out a tweet yesterday. The Ghostbusters are coming to Fortnite in terms of their Halloween event.
Gosh.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense for Fortnite. That's for some. Oh, because for whatever reason, Fortnite is getting all of these really big third-party, IP to sign on. Like nowadays it's kind of commonplace, but remember when they got Marvel for the first time back in 2018 when Infinity War came out, and we were like, Thanos is in Fortnite? What?
Yeah.
That was crazy. And now they have all the Marvel characters. They've got the X-Men. They've got DC characters with Batman and stuff like that. So the allure has worn off a little bit. But I mean, hey, talking about Fortnite's impact. I mean, this game. I mean, Call of Duty had some third-party support in the past, but I mean, this game is now trying to get into a little bit of the third-party skin game and multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because Ghost had what was it? What did Ghost have? Friday the 13th? Wasn't there an entire multiplayer map based off of Friday the 13th that you could get one of the DLC packs? And then there was what were they called? Field upgrades in that game, or it was some sort of upgrade you could pick up on the map, and then it allowed you to play as Jason. Obviously, they weren't able to do that this time around, so they went for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre instead. Probably because there's been in the last couple of years there's been a couple interesting legality third-party legal battles surrounding the Friday the 13th franchise, where like it's kind of like James Bond. There's multiple people that own multiple aspects of the franchise, and they're all trying to sue each other. So that's why development on the I can never remember the name of the dev team, but the Friday the 13th game that came out a couple years ago that a lot of people liked. They had all these plans for it, but they just had to stop development because of the legal troubles there, and that's why they got moved on to Predator Hunting Grounds instead of Sony.
Yeah.
Obviously, they could not do. Friday the 13th this time around, so they had to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But they also got the Jigsaw from Saw in here as well. So I mean that's another weird one. And then then there's the Dr. Borloff or whatever from that old 30s movie, which is another really random pull. Oh, that was a double kill. Sweet.
Oh boy. According to Dax, the Rocket League also has Ghostbusters in it now, but
yeah,
that's also a game that has a lot of crossovers.
Yeah, because
there's Leatherface.
I remember the first big crossover for Rocket League was Batman vs Superman in 2016 because they got the new map, they got the new Batmobile, and that was a pretty big deal. And then after that, they started to get a whole bunch of stuff like the DeLorean from Back to the Future and other stuff like that. So we hopefully next weekend or something like that, more people will be available, and we can do a Rocket League game night or some other spooky game night over on my channel. So I mean, just in terms of a lot of the stuff that they've been doing, I definitely think that this is up there in terms of games as a service. Because I mean, you hear people complain about this game, but the people that complain about this game are, they just, I don't think they like the way Infinity Ward develops their games. They prefer the faster movement of the Treyarch titles. They're definitely the run as fast as you can and shoot as many people as you can, type of player, rather than us who are a little older, a little more into the tactical side of things. Like, I would love to see someone who loves the Treyarch games play Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh.
Because I think they would despise it. They would. Oh, this guy's trying to call in a cluster strike. I got him. I think they would despise it because, I mean, if they think this game is slow, oh my gosh. They would absolutely hate Siege. Because, depending on what character you're playing as, I mean, like Monty, I mean, that guy is a freight train. He moves so slow because he's so heavy. So I mean, they would absolutely hate Siege. But I mean, that guy got absolutely annihilated. But I mean, but different people prefer different types of games, so that's fine. So I mean, those people complain about Modern Warfare, of course. But I mean, I don't think people really complain about this game the way people complain about, like, say, Destiny 2. Or Avengers, where there are really big problems with the way those games are monetized and how they just work. Because I mean, yeah, this game has some massive install sizes in terms of updates, which is ridiculous. It's like that's the biggest problem with this game. That has always been the biggest problem with this game, is the stupid update install sizes. Like Infinity Ward, what are you doing? Please don't, Treyarch, please don't let Cold War be as big as Modern Warfare was. But But I mean, there's certain things in Avengers and stuff like that that just don't work that need to be patched out. And sure, it's a newer game, and it's not a year old like this one is. But oh yeah, I forgot there was the little box. You could actually turn off the lights.
Tachanka rework hasn't been announced when Dexter, unfortunately. I want the day of reckoning, and I want it now.
But hey, say what you want about this game, at least it works. Unlike unlike Avengers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
at least the core gameplay in this game is fun to us anyway. And unlike Avengers. Sorry, Peeler Car. We know you like the game. I don't know if he's watching. Ah! Precision airstrike. I'm going to be really curious if in like a year and a half, if Avengers is free with PlayStation Plus on PlayStation 5 or something, because they strike one of those deals like they did with Spider-Man and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see if that game is free in a year or a month, or if they introduce a free-to-play model. Because I think someone was looking around at the stats from its launch month, and the player base dropped pretty quickly. Like they had a pretty healthy player base for the first 2-3 weeks, but then after that it dropped down to like something like 2,000 concurrent players. Which is not good.
Yeah.
Although I will preface that I'm pretty sure those stats were just on PC.
Yeah, that's
But
probably.
still,
Yeah.
not great for a games as a service game. So I mean, there's been I don't know how many games as a service games that have come out and died immediately. So everyone tries to be the next Fortnite or something, and doesn't always work out.
Or
But I for my money, Modern Warfare. This has been kind of a long-winded question that I've answered throughout the entirety of this match. But various examples need to be cited and stuff. But for my money, I think this is definitely the best live service game, because I would get into the problems I have with Destiny 2 and its monetization model and stuff. But like I said, we need to be wrapping this up. And
Yeah.
we've been going for what, 2 hours or so.
Yeah,
so,
2.5 hours.
Longer today than I think we thought we would. So
Oh,
we've been
yeah.
going plenty long. We don't need to go for another 8 hours for me to explain everything wrong with Destiny 2.
Yeah. Ooh. Dax in the chat. Peel is probably 75% of the Avengers player base.
Yeah, it would not surprise me. He probably is 75% of the Avengers player base.
Yeah. I'll just say quickly in regards to this game being a live service. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna say it's the best live service game, but I think it's definitely one of the better ones. It's definitely in the top, and I don't think as we were saying, in terms of battle passes, I didn't get the season 5 as well, nor did I pick up the season 1 battle pass, but I do feel content-wise season 1 was pretty strong. Season 5 I feel was kinda even on, but I feel like going into every season I felt a sort of excitement for the new content, and with this season I feel, this is actually some pretty great stuff. So they've been able to pull me back in every season, and granted I've also feel more enthusiastic about like the seasons in general compared with some other live service titles like Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, I do feel the core game is great, and it's had some fairly good seasons for the first 3 or 4 years, but I feel it's kind of dropping off now.
It's really been going downhill.
Yeah,
we've talked about that before, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this year's Halloween event, I'm not sure I'm even gonna bother. I'll say that much. And for me, I think this game is the polar opposite of or rather, this game's live service is the polar opposite of the one for Battlefield 5, and there's a lot to unpack there. Not enough time for today, so we'll save that for.
That reminds me, Battlefront 2. That was a pretty good live service game. I mean, obviously it's ended the live part of its service, but that one it had a rocky launch, but it really turned out great in the end.
Yeah, and like in regards to Battlefield 5, we'll get there when we play it for weekend at Loka's, whenever
Eventually.
that will be, and I will actually have a squad this time, so that's fun. But yeah, like I've gone in with every season being pretty excited for the stuff, and well, playing a lot, and also I feel the content in general that's been provided. 1 has been pretty good, 2 has been like consistently regular, which is, I mean you probably want that with a live service, whereas I feel some of the other ones may be a little bit inconsistent. Cough, cough, Battlefield 5,
the only
cough,
time the
cough.
season got delayed with Modern Warfare was right after a mass shooting. They delayed it for like a week or so because of that, because it would be in pretty poor taste to release your shooty gun game new content the day after a whole bunch of people were gunned down in cold blood in a horrendous act of homegrown terrorism. So yeah, but that's the only reason. You know, even with COVID, even with all that stuff, they have never actually, that's the only reason they have delayed any of the content from Modern Warfare, which I think is pretty substantial. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So in short, definitely a live service in general, and that's not that's it, even just talking multiplayer, like in terms of Warzone. There's also, well, maybe not as much in terms of content, but well, there's another layer to it.
They update the maps every season. They change the guns that you find on the ground around. You know, I wish they wouldn't change the guns that you use in Gulag. I feel like that should be pretty much pistols only, because there's more skill involved with that and less luck. But
yeah.
But I mean, they still do tweak that often enough to where, even though it's been pretty much consistently the same map season after season, they've done enough changes to it to where every time you drop in, it does feel fresh. It does feel new. It still feels exciting. You know,
Yeah.
months later. Yeah, because Warzone kind of came out like right around the time quarantine started for everyone.
Yeah.
So for that game to for Warzone to continuously be making people happy during this time and keeping people engaged is a pretty good thing.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna before we actually wrap up, I'm just gonna so Dexter says in the chat, next spooky game night, Battlefield 5, considering how it's a ghost and all. That's kind of mean,
God.
but also so true. Again, we'll get there sometime, probably in November. I want to say maybe ? But yeah, that's that.
Well, depending how things go, we may not have any new boxes to play on because they're all sold out. So we might as well play something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's well, as you said, while we were starting to wrap up things, we went for a lot longer than anticipated. We basically did a regular full stream one, with guest included. I think this is about the same length as last stream, which is funny because now it's late into the night and for me and all that. But yeah, we've been having some spooky fun with the Halloween event for this game, and also kind of celebrating and reminiscing this game in general, since it's the first anniversary and all that. Actually, one more thing to note, the last thing I'll say regards to this game in general and its live service, although the live service bit is most likely going to be irrelevant now, seeing as this is probably the last season and yes, I will go to sleep. You know, I like even with Black Ops Cold War releasing, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick around for Modern Warfare for quite some time.
Especially since they're going to be updating Warzone with
Oh yeah,
Cold War,
that's also true.
And again, how is it going to work with 2 different engines?
Yeah, we still don't know. That's
So I mean, since Warzone is technically its own separate thing, is Modern Warfare still going to technically be getting updates to the Modern Warfare side of Warzone? Will they still add things to Verdansk and update that map and stuff? While there's also a Cold War based map, so that way the game has 2 maps on 2 different engines. It's so frustrating. I don't know how that's going to work.
oh yeah, but yeah, let's actually wrap up. Yeah, next weekend is still gonna be spooky. I still don't know yet. As Prentice were saying, we might have some type of game night on his channel, so that may also impact when I stream. So we could possibly be looking at a Friday stream, but as I said, no idea whatsoever. A little bit unsure of what game it is, but it will be spooky themed, that's for sure. And yeah, that's it. That's all, folks. Yeah, so don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want to go through hell or something. At LokaCola, link is probably in the description down below. And I've been joined by Apprentice1215, who you can check out on his own YouTube channel, although right now might not actually. I don't want to actually. Well, I was about to say right now may not be the best time, considering your aren't really uploading that much since you're finalizing some other projects.
Yeah,
but
I'm still on hiatus a little bit. There's the odd video that comes out. I did a review for Star Wars Squadrons, and I released a Modern Warfare video last week, but I don't have a consistent schedule right now because I'm working on a whole bunch of projects, and you know, it's kind of hard to get some of these projects done while I'm having to take time out of my week to work on a video to upload that week. So it's like, all right, I'm just going to focus on these projects. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a hiatus right now, but hopefully by the middle of November I'll have some sort of regular uploads again.
Yeah,
maybe.
So
hopefully.
That's good to know. Oh, and of course the potential game that will be streamed there. So
yeah,
there may be content, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's all for today, and as night dawns upon Verdansk and the zombies are roaming out, I'm gonna go to sleep and probably get nightmares from my current creepypasta book that I thought was a good idea to read while it's spooky season. Anyway, we're signing off, so bye.